setting new standards in podcast excellence. You have joined the WBT, fully focused on business and taxes. Here is your host, Michael Lodge.
And welcome to the WBT. This is Michael Lodge. So I wanted to go over some things because it's tax time, right? Next week is going to be the tax time that you can begin on the 29th. You can begin filing with the IRS on that date. But I want to go over some things that you really should know about your 2017 taxes. So let's first of all talk about the filing deadline, which is April 17th. I've been saying the 19th. I don't know how I got that in my mind, but I did. Anyway, so it's April 17th this year, 2018. So the tax filing deadline is typically on April 15th. We all know that, right? But this year, we all get a little bit of extra leeway. That's because April 15th falls on a Sunday, and so the filing deadline is pushed to the following business day. However, because Monday, April 16th, is Emancipation Day, a legal holiday in the District of Columbia, they then forwarded over to Tuesday, April 16th. So that's why. So do you feel emancipated now? I don't. Well, that is the reason why it's on the 17th this year instead of the 15th. The other thing is, the earliest date to submit your tax return, well, of course, will be January 29th. So if you're the type who would rather get the tax filing process over with, here's some good news. The Internal Revenue Service will begin accepting returns on as early as January 29th of this year. Unless they say something in the next couple of days, but that's what we feel, and that's what they've told us. That was their letter to tax practitioners, that January 29th will be the day. Now, we've talked a lot about the tax reform, right? Well, the new tax laws won't impact your 2017 return. So don't come into the office of your tax practitioner all worried about tax reform for 2017. Ask the question, what you need to do for 2018, okay? Because that's when the tax laws begin to take effect. January 1st, 2018. So 2017 has nothing to do with tax reform. You're on the same flaky laws that you had before. But 2018, it changes, okay? So it used to be that tax refunds were issued like within 8 days. Well, because of all the fraud and everything else, most refunds will be issued within 21 days of filing. And some will be even delayed even greater than that. So if you're expecting a refund this year, here's something positive to chew on, okay? The IRS expects most refunds to go out within 3 weeks of when returns are submitted. Now, they haven't altogether been practicing that on a lot of these people, and it's taken a little bit longer because what are they looking at? Earned income tax credits. They are examining those much faster, not faster, but longer. They're examining them, taking a little bit longer to look at the earned income tax credit. And that's where a lot of fraud has happened. So now they're taking a very close look. So expect that 21 days, maybe even a little bit longer with earned income tax credit if you've applied for it. So those are some of the things that you need to take into consideration because the new tax law is not going to affect you. Tax refunds this year will take a little bit longer, and you need to file early so that you can get it done with and out of your hair, and you don't have to feel guilty about it for the remainder of it. I love people that come try to get here early, but a lot of companies are a little bit slow in getting their W-2s, even though they're supposed to have them to you by January 31st. So if you're a company and you're a small business and you don't have them out by the 31st, you could be fined some penalties. So get it done, okay? W-2s, 1099s, both have to be done at that time. The other thing that I want to talk to you and encourage you, please, 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 organize your tax data for your tax accountant. We get all kinds. Every year we send a tax organizer, or you can go to the website and you can download the tax organizer, the mileage sheet if you need a mileage sheet. If you have a business, we give you a business tax organizer. But what do people do? They wait until the very last minute, and sometimes they don't even fill in the forms. I tell you, you need to know your tax return, okay? Don't just depend upon what the tax preparer asks you. Make sure you've got it documented. Excuse me. I say this so many times. Documentation, documentation, documentation. That is what saves you if you become audited. I'm sorry I had to take a drink because I am dying here. It seems like at the end of the day, my voice dies and I don't have a voice. So I'm going to have to end this very quickly. If you have a question, just send me an email at mlodge@lodge-co.com. I am so sorry. And I promise you I will get back with you with an answer. This is Mike Lodge for the WBT. I will talk with you soon. Get your tax data prepared. Get it done. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
World of business and taxes on